What if millions of people remember something that never actually happened? Have you ever been absolutely certain about a memory, only to discover reality disagrees? Well, that's going to be the topic of today's podcast. Yes, the Mandela Effect. But before we get into that, let me introduce my buddy Josh.
What is going on, Frank? How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How you doing, big boy?
I am doing good. I just came back from a short vacation. It was very stressful, but I am back and I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I heard your luggage almost fell off of the roof of your car.
It did, yeah. It was scary trying to put that luggage back into my car with cars going 80 miles per hour on the side of the highway, but I am here.
That's good. Glad you're here and you didn't become roadkill.
No, absolutely not.
So, Mandela Effect.
Yeah, so the term was coined in 2009 by researcher Fiona, I'm going to butcher this, I'm sorry, Fiona Brome. Basically, she discovered that thousands of people shared her vivid but entirely false memory that the South African activist Nelson Mandela had died in prison during the 1980s. So in reality, Mandela was released in 1990 and became president of South Africa and passed away in 2013. But Fiona was like, no, I'm certain he was dead. And everybody thought that as well.
Yes, and there's certain examples that everybody knows. For example, the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstain Bears.
Right, exactly.
Is it the Monopoly man? Did he have a monocle or did he not? The Darth Vader quote that we've heard forever.
Oh, yeah.
And the classic Fruit of the Loom logo, which we're going to talk about all that stuff later.
We will, because that one is the one that always sticks out to me. And I think why this is fascinating is because really it challenges our confidence in our own memory. So basically, we have to come to terms with whether we know what's true or not is actually true. And it raises those philosophical questions about reality. And it overlaps with paranormal theories.
And you know what's funny is when I was doing some research for this episode, I was asking a lot of people the questions of, Bernstein versus Berenstain, all those different ones, which we're going to get into. And I would say about 80% of the people got it wrong.
Got it wrong.
Got it wrong.
Yeah, that is wild. I think most people get it wrong. When we were doing the research on some of these, I was like, oh, I'm for sure this is right. And then I would look it up and be like, oh, man, is that right? I don't know.
I know. I was questioning some of them myself, thinking, I don't remember it being that way, especially the Fruit of the Loom one.
Oh, yeah. That one sticks out to me, and that one's very frustrating to me. That's the one that makes me hold on to my secret narrative so close and hold dear to my heart.
Are we going to hear about the secret narrative later?
We definitely will. Yes,
well, that's
for
good.
Sure.
Well, why don't we give some examples of why misunderstanding could happen?
Yeah, let's do it.
So the Mandela Effect surrounding the show Sex and the City, or is it Sex and the City? So that's my question to you first off. Is it Sex and the City or Sex and the City?
So I never watched the show, and I'll tell you why, because I tuned into it once, and I thought I was going to be seeing a lot of sex. And basically it was a bunch of women complaining, so I have no idea what the actual show is. So I'm guessing it's Sex in the City. Is it Sex in the City?
Would you like to phone in a friend, or is this your final answer?
I feel nervous right now. Is it my final answer?
Oh, that is wrong. I'm sorry. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
Oh, man.
No, it's Sex and the City. That's the official title. And it was based off of Candace Bushnell's 1996, which also uses and.
And, okay, Sex and the City.
Sex and the City. So
gotcha.
Why do you think this misunderstanding happens?
Well, I mean, psychologists and researchers attribute this widespread false memory to really a few highly logical, linguistic, and cultural factors. So phonetic slurring, when spoken aloud.
Speaking of slurring.
Yeah, Sex and the City, it naturally slurs into Sex and in the City. So to the human ear, it sounds identical to Sex in the City.
Yeah, so you get rid of the D.
Right.
Sex in the City.
Sex in the City, especially if you're saying it fast or with that Brooklyn accent. Sex in the City, you never know.
And I know you didn't see the show, but it revolves around characters navigating relationships and intimacy while living inside the city.
Yeah.
So
that
it
makes
feels
sense.
like in the city.
Right. And then this one makes a lot of sense to me is that counterfeit merchandise. So knockoff products capitalize on that confusion. Or if they don't want to be copyrighted, they'll just put like, hey, sex in the city. And people just look at it and be like, oh, look at this. And they'll buy it. So if it's widely distributed, it's cheap and people buy it, then it could be inserted into people's memories. Oh, it's supposed to be that way if it's counterfeit.
Sure. And in several non-English speaking countries, the title was officially translated using the word in rather than and to make more sense to international audiences.
Which makes sense, yeah.
So now you have two different names going on.
Right, exactly.
Josh, let's look at the pop culture and how it relates to the Mandela Effect.
Let's do it. All right, you want to do some rapid fire ones?
Let's do some testing to each other. Let's take turns. See how we do.
Sounds like a plan. All right, so what do you think it was? Was it the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstain Bears?
I think that's an easy one for me. I'm going to go the Berenstain Bears.
What makes you say that?
Because I don't recall reading a children's book about Jewish bears.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Neither have I.
So,
I haven't seen one.
Am I right or am I wrong?
You are 100% correct. Many remember it spelled Berenstein with an E, and I think that's because it's common. That's more of a common name, but it's always been spelled with an A. Always.
We need a little bell so when we get it right, we get the ding, ding, ding. Ding. We're not that high tech, folks.
No, not yet.
All right, my turn to you.
Okay.
Curious George's tale. Did he have one or did he not have one?
I'm guessing he had one because he's a monkey, and I thought monkeys always had tails. They swing from trees, right?
Bam!
Uh-oh.
1 for 1 for daddy, 0 for 1 for you.
For not daddy.
I'll tell you, he did not have a tail. They often remember him swinging, right? Like
Right.
But he's not a monkey. He's a chimpanzee, and he never had one.
I'm not too familiar with the different types of monkeys, so I guess that sounds right to me. I guess chimps don't have tails. All right.
I'm up one.
All right. So
zip.
Let's go for you now. Okay. So Pikachu, black tail tip. Did he have one or did he not have one?
I'm gonna be honest. I've never played a Nintendo game, Pokemon, I guess it is. So that's not my thing. I'm more of a PC gamer guy.
Yeah. So what's your guess? What do you think?
I'm going to flip a coin. I'll say yes, he had a black stripe, black tail.
Final answer.
Can I phone in a friend?
No, it's going to take too long.
I don't have any anyway, so yeah, final answer.
Well, that would be wrong. So fans frequently misremember Pikachu having a black stripe on the end of his tail, but his tail is completely yellow except for the brown base. So no black.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I knew I wasn't going to get that one.
Yeah.
That was a 50-50 shot for me.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so it's still 1 zipper.
This is true.
Daddy's turn. Here we go. C-3PO.
Yes.
Silver leg.
Yeah.
Did C-3PO at any time have a silver leg or not?
I would tell you that I remember him being all gold. Honestly, that's what I remember. So I don't know. My guess is he was all gold and he never had a silver leg.
You know what I love about you?
Oh, what's that?
You're consistent. You're 0 for 2, buddy.
Consistent loser.
The original Star Wars trilogy actually had a silver right leg from the knee down. But like you, many do remember him being entirely gold.
I almost kind of want to push back on that because George Lucas has probably created so many different versions of Star Wars, the 1970s version, the VHS version, the DVD version, the Remax, that who knows? He could have changed it. He could have saw something he didn't like. He's always doing that thing. So that's a good point. Maybe they're one of them. Yes, I guess all of a gold leg. Maybe I don't know.
Okay, 1-0 still.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, your turn.
Okay, so let's see. So Mickey Mouse suspenders. Did he have suspenders or did he not have suspenders?
Ooh, that's a good one, and that's a tough one. I'm trying to think. We talking about Steamboat Willie Mickey way back in the day?
Yeah. That wasn't the song at all.
That wasn't. I don't know. I just was. You were white noise there. So I'm gonna say. Part of me thinks he does. Part of me thinks he doesn't. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say, no, he didn't. And the reason why I'm going to say no is I feel like the Mandela effect is hitting me hard because I want to say yes. So I'm going to go the opposite and say no.
I think that's the path I'm going to have to start taking now because, yeah, you're right. So people commonly picture Mickey wearing suspenders to hold up his iconic red shorts, but his shorts just have 2 large white buttons, which makes sense. People just automatically put suspenders in there for where the 2 white buttons
Beautiful.
are.
It's 2-0.
It is 2-0.
2-0.
That's unfortunate.
Well, we'll do some more of these.
All right.
But let me give you one last one, and then maybe we can do some movie quotes.
Sounds
we'll
like a
start
plan.
from 0 there.
All right. Good.
All right, folks.
I need it.
And I hope everybody that's listening is taking this test with us.
Yes.
And doing better than Josh.
Doing better than me, hopefully. Hopefully your self-esteem is higher than mine is right now.
So the Monopoly man, the monocle. Did he wear a monocle? Old rich Uncle Pennybags, I believe was his name.
I'm hoping that's what they call me when I get older. They're going to call
you Josh Nickel Nuts.
Nickel Nuts. Okay. Well, Nickel Nuts and penny bags. Either or, I would be proud to hold
So
those
tell me,
names.
Nickel Nuts, did Monopoly man have a monocle or not?
So I want to say yes, but I'm going to say now. I'm going to go against it. I'm going to say no, he did not. No monocle. The monocle was just a figment of my imagination.
Ding, 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 ding. I think we found a cheating way to win this game.
I think this is how you play the game.
I would have said yes. He wore one.
It
So
feels like it.
I do. And you know what? I think I'm confusing with, and probably a lot of people are confusing themselves with when it comes to the Monopoly man and the monocle, is the Planter's Peanut guy.
Yep.
He wore the monocle.
He did, yeah.
That's my guess.
And
Just a theory.
Yeah, so he had the cane and the monocle, the Planter's Peanut guy.
Correct.
Yeah, so he's more of a pimp. And
he's pimping his nuts.
Pimping his nuts, yeah. All right.
So
want to reset?
We're going to reset.
Yeah.
I won that
0-0.
I won that round.
You did. You smoked my ass.
Let's go round 2.
All right. Movie quotes. Okay. So here's a good one that I'm going to test you on.
Okay.
So Darth Vader. What did he say? Did he say, Luke, I am your father? Did he say that?
Yes, I'm going to say he said, Luke, I am your father.
Oh, that was better. So
put some effort into it.
Yeah, you're right. That was good.
Was I right though?
So he actually says no. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me try. No, I am your father.
No kidding, really?
Yeah. And I
don't remember that at all.
No, neither do I. I just remember him going, no.
And his hand go flying.
Yeah, his hands going flying.
All right, that one I thought for sure I got an easy one.
Yeah, no.
I wonder how many people that are listening picked the one I did, or if we have some big Star Wars fans that got that one
Luke.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this one? Is this the phrase correct or incorrect?
Okay.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. So there's a great metal song called Mirror, Mirror by a band called Bury Your Dead. And I love this song. And basically the whole album is all about, it just takes the titles of fairy tales. And the song is called Mirror, Mirror. So I want to say that it is Mirror, Mirror on the wall, because I do want to say that. But I'm going to guess that they got it wrong, and I would have got it wrong now. And it is not Mirror, Mirror on the wall. Am I right?
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, my God. Is this what winning feels like?
Josh is ahead, 1-0. The correct answer is Magic Mirror on the Wall. Who is the fairest one of all?
Wow.
So yeah, Magic Mirror. I also would have got that wrong. I would have thought Mirror, Mirror.
I think we know how to play it now. It's whenever you think it's going to be, you just got to go the reverse. All right. So let me ask you this one from Silence of the Lambs. What does, it's Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter, yeah.
What does he say? Does he say the famous, hello, Clarice? Does he say that?
He says her name quite a bit. So
does.
I'm going to say no, because I'm going to keep playing our game.
No, you're right. He didn't. He
What
said,
did he say? What did he say?
"Good evening, Clarice."
I'd be honest with you, I don't even know where that came from in the movie.
I don't know either. I saw the movie once a long time ago.
I saw it a lot, but
I've only seen it once, but it's a good movie. It's a really
amazing.
good movie.
It's an incredible movie. But
But
there's
I
so many
couldn't tell
memorable
you,
lines
like,
in that.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I couldn't tell you with certainty either way.
I always think in that movie, I'm having a friend for dinner. That's the quote that I love. Now the Mandela Effect's going to say, I'm having a friend for brunch.
Probably at this point, yeah.
Or can we start our own Mandela Effect? Get everybody to start saying that.
We should absolutely do that, and then sell T-shirts.
Yes.
And say, no, it is this way.
We need help from the listeners.
And
I'm having a
gaslight the
friend for
world.
brunch. Let's start the campaign, guys.
Let's do it.
All right. We're tied.
We are tied. Okay.
So we'll do one more. And if you get it right, you win. If you get it wrong, I'm 2-0, or we're split down the middle.
Gotcha.
Let's go to the classic, Forrest Gump.
Run,
I was just thinking of
Forrest.
something where I could do a real bad imitation. I did the Darth Vader, so I said, well, let's go 2 for 2 on my bad imitations.
All right, let's do it.
Did old Forrest, while he was sitting waiting for the bus, say, life is like a box of chocolates?
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yes.
So the funny thing is that I think I do know this one, and it's because I saw a meme years ago where people were arguing in the comments about what it really was. And I'm pretty sure he said a variation of that instead of actually saying, life is like a box of chocolates.
Oh, see, you're better than me. You should have asked me that question.
I just tried it out.
That was good. That was good. You just embarrassed me with my imitations there.
So I don't think he says life is like a box of chocolates. I think everybody like took that and ran with it, but I don't think that's exactly what he said.
Final answer.
Final answer. I feel confident.
Folks, we're tied 1-1. Ding, ding. The correct quote was, my mama always said life was like a box of chocolate.
Was like a box of
Was, not
was. Yeah,
was.
Got it.
It's not like it was. So, all right. I got the pop culture ones. You got the movie quote ones. Why don't we do a quick one on some silly stuff?
All right, let's do it.
I'll start.
Okay.
So this will be the last round.
All right.
This one's for all the marbles.
All the marbles.
All the tea in China.
All the tea in China. Okay.
Or is it somewhere else?
It could
and
be.
I'm getting it wrong.
It could be.
Febreze. Is Febreze spelled Febreze or Febreze? So one E or two E's, basically.
So I got to go with my gut here because now I can't go. I got to go against my gut because I feel like it's two E's, and I have a bottle of Febreze upstairs.
Well,
so
you stink up the bathroom. I hope it does.
I do. Listen. We buy like 2 cans a week because I stink it up and I got to spray it so much. But I can't.
So then
tell
you
for
should get this
certainty.
right. We got one or we got two, buddy.
One E. One E.
One E. Final answer.
Final
and
answer.
Ding, ding, ding. One E it is.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I got one there. All right. I'll ask you. Is it Looney Tunes or Looney Tunes? And the spelling is important here. So tunes is spelled like tunes, like Tunes, like a tune, a song, or tunes such as cartoons, Toons. Which one is it?
That's an easy one for me because I used to watch Looney Tunes as a kid all the time. It is Tunes spelled like Tunes. I do believe there was another cartoon, which I don't know, which actually used the word tunes and Toons.
So
maybe that's how people got confused, but I know that's Tunes. Am I correct?
You are correct.
That one I definitely knew.
Folks. Yes, exactly.
Well, I do believe I knew that one, boy.
All right, so we're 1-1.
Okay. Skechers. How do we spell that bad boy? Is it Sketchers or Skechers? I'm sorry. I just spelled it. I spelled it the same way twice.
Did you?
Let me do the
I
first
wasn't
one.
even paying attention.
S-K-E-T.
I was trying to visualize it.
Ready? S-K-E-T-C-H-E-R-S. That's the first one.
Sketches.
With a T.
With a T.
Or without the T, basically.
Or without the T. With
That's
the T
it.
or without the T.
Yeah. Maybe I should have just said that.
With the D or without the D.
Without the B.
So I'm going to say it's without the T.
Yes.
That's correct?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. All right.
So you have 2, I have 1.
All right. So let me ask you this one. We referenced it in our last episode. Is it Flint stones or Flintstones? So in other words, is it Flint, F-L-I-N-T, or is it Flintstones? Flintstones or Flintstones?
So I'm going to go with some weird thought here.
Okay.
I'm going to think
How weird we getting?
Flintstones is set in bedrock, correct?
Yes.
It's not set in Flint, Michigan.
No, it is not.
So having said that, I'm going to go with Flintstones.
You're going with Flintstones. You're going against it.
I'm going against it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we figured out how to play this game now. Yeah, you would be correct. It is Flintstones, like Flint, Flint, as opposed to Flintstones. So you are 110%
So we're 2.
correct.
We both have 2.
2, yes. All right, next to you.
Now, Cheez-Its, everybody's favorite snack.
Yes, my son's favorite snack.
Is it spelled cheese-it or cheese-itz? So is it Cheez-It or Cheez-Its?
Bro, before we played this game, I would have sworn that it's Cheez-Its with a Z. And I eat them. I don't eat them every day. That makes me sound really, really fat. I eat them only on days that end in Y. Shit, that's the same thing. I eat them quite frequently is basically what I'm trying to say. And I would say it's with a Z, but I'm going to guess now it's not with a Z. What do we got?
You're correct.
Okay. All right.
All right. So you have 3. I have 2.
All right, last one.
Hit me up. We'll do one more and we'll either tie or you're going to win this one.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. All right. So this one, is it double stuff? And stuff is spelled S-T-U-F. Or is it double stuff? These are for the Oreos, which are fantastic. By the way, double stuff Oreos. Once you have double stuff Oreos, you can't go back.
You know what I do, which is real bad? I quad stuff. So I take off one side of the cookie.
Whoa, you quad
and
stuff?
Then I take another one, take it off, and I stack it.
I'm going to have to try that. I'm
It's
too
really
impatient
good.
for that.
Really bad for you at the same time.
So, is it quad stuff or is it quad stuff? No. Is it double stuff, S-T-U-F, 1F, or 2 Fs, basically? Double stuff or double stuff?
I'll give you my reasoning. I'm going to go with 1F. And the reason why I'm going to go with 1F, because it just makes sense that it would have 2 Fs.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick with our little
None
idea.
of this shit makes sense is basically what we're trying to say here right now.
So am I right or am I
You
wrong?
are 100% correct.
So we tied.
We tied.
All right.
I think
What-
we
that
came
was-
out
that
pretty
was-
much the same.
We did.
And
That was
learned a little bit
anticlimactic
more.
at the
It
end.
was a little bit.
We just tied.
Yeah.
We should have thought ahead and maybe did a runoff, but oh
Yeah.
well. Next time.
Next time, for sure.
Logos.
Okay. This is where I get frustrated, man. So let's talk about that.
Let's start with the most popular one.
Yes.
The Fruit of the Loom cornucopia.
Yeah. So the memory is what? Millions of people vividly remember a brown woven horn of plenty. Your boy is one of them. Cradling the fruit on the clothing tag. What's the reality?
It's never contained a cornucopia in its 175-year history.
Bullshit!
It has always been just a pile of fruit.
A pile of shit, if you ask
Pile
me.
of fruit.
And I guess the cause is because psychologists and researchers from the University of Chicago suggest that people's brains naturally fill in the gaps, and the golden brown leaves behind the fruit in older logo iterations looked vaguely like a basket. I swear it's still a basket. If you Google it online, there's photos of it, of the basket. And now they're gaslighting us and saying that those photos are AI. So I have no idea what to believe anymore. But apparently it was just there was leaves behind, and we filled it in and thought it was a cornucopia.
Of all the people I asked, all these different Mandela Effect things, everybody, not one person said it did not have a cornucopia. Everybody said it did. Everybody.
I guess.
I talked to about 20, 30 people about that.
Wow.
Not one said that.
Yeah, so
and myself included. I thought there was. I thought
how are we all wrong? Like, that's wild.
I do think we fill in the blanks. Yeah. I do think we do.
What if we're not wrong? And we'll get into that later. But okay,
that's where we're going to get into the paranormal part.
Yes. All right. So that was Fruit of the Loom. You want to take on the Ford logo? You want to start that one off?
Sure. The logo, the memory many car enthusiasts remember the Ford logo featuring a clean, standard cursive script.
Yeah. And I guess the reality is the logo features a distinct curly pigtail loop extending from the left side of the crossbar on the letter F. And I guess that's the cause is because most people do not closely examine the flourishes of the typography. Their memory defaults to a simplified version of standard cursive writing, which honestly, you and I might, but I don't know if this new generation will because nobody writes in cursive
They don't.
anymore.
My son is 15 now, and he did not learn cursive in school at all.
Can he write cursive? Or
no, he can't. So when people sign their name, I guess signing your name in cursive is a thing of the past.
Yeah, it is. That's wild.
So I don't know. Is it something that is required for documents to be written in cursive versus printed? Because you'll see signature and then you'll say printed name below it.
Right.
Well, what if you can't do the cursive?
Make your mark is how it used to be, and they just used to make a mark.
Yeah.
It was also for people who couldn't write. That's why they made a mark.
Gotcha. What about one of our favorite candy bars?
Oh, give me a break. A break it at Kit Kat bar. That's also right. One of my favorite snacks. I'm getting hungry.
A lot of people remember it being spelled with a hyphen, Kit-Kat. The reality is there's no dash in the logo. It officially is stylized as a solid Kit Kat. Capital K-I-T, capital K-A-T. Two identical sounding words like tic-tac often utilizes hyphens in English. So the brain auto corrects the branding and fits the structure of the language.
Okay, so that makes sense.
That we're familiar with. That's what I think it is.
Okay, so tic-tac has a hyphen in it.
No. Oh, tic-tac.
Tic-tac does.
I think it does.
So that would make sense because if we look at a Tic Tac and go Tic Tac, it's kind of like it's probably right next to a Kit Kat.
Right.
Right when you go to pick up the candy. So that would make sense because I would have guessed there was a hyphen in it.
Again, our brain filling in the blanks of what we're used to.
Yeah.
And I think that applies to a lot of this stuff. Minus Fruit of the Loom.
Minus Fruit of the Loom.
Minus Fruit of the Loom, I still think we're being gaslit with that.
I think so as well. All right, so we got...
So since you're a wiener, why don't you talk about...
the Oscar Mayer wiener. Do you remember the song?
I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Is that what I really like to be?
If I was an Oscar Mayer wiener.
I don't remember the last part. Okay. So
no, I think it actually was... how did it go?
What is it?
No, there was another one. That's not the one that... My Baloney. No, that's My Baloney as a first name.
I have no idea where you're going. Baloney?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I'm getting.
Well,
I'm going into.
If you asked me how to spell baloney, I wouldn't be able to do it. By the way, no Mandela effect on that one. That would confuse me. But the Oscar Mayer.
No, what is the one where the kid sings it? There's a commercial.
There is a commercial. It's an old commercial, and the kid sings. Right.
Has a first name. It's OSCAR. My dada has a second name. It's MAYER. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you da-da-da-da-da. Because Oscar Mayer has a way of da-da-da. I don't know.
I don't know that song. You know,
but it's
more than I do.
MAYER. A lot of people think it's MEYER.
And why do you think that is?
Maybe it's got to do
because it sounds like they don't say mayor. It's spelled like MAYER. But it's Oscar Mayer, like, right?
Mayer. Yeah,
that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
I think, right? Yeah.
So it could be
I'm
just,
confused now.
the phonics of it,
Yeah,
phonics.
So people must think, like, if it sounds like Oscar Mayer.
I think it's just people are confused with the phonetic of it.
Probably, yeah. So there it is. What did you guys have? Did you guys have Oscar Mayer being spelled MAYER or MEYER? because
I only knew that from the song, even though I don't know the lyrics to it.
I don't know.
I'm surprised you're a little metal band didn't write a Oscar Mayer.
You know what?
Song.
I should look that up to see if it did. A bunch of double bass in the background would be pretty sweet.
So that's some examples of the Mandela effect.
Yes. So
let's hit one more. Let's hit one more.
Right,
let's talk about the geography.
Oof, something I am not good with. All right. Please do tell.
Our listeners, do they know New Zealand's location?
Yes. It is right next to the Starbucks down the street.
Correct.
I thought so.
You're right. Okay, so let's know. Many people remember New Zealand being located northeast of Australia.
Okay.
Rather than its actual location, which is southeast. That's the position. Southeast of Australia.
Okay.
But people have it the other way.
What about, let's talk about South America.
The placement of South America?
Yeah, where is it? So I would firmly believe that it's directly beneath North America because there's North America and then there's South America.
Nope.
Tell me why I'm wrong.
Significantly further east.
Further east.
Further east.
Okay.
What about this one? We'll do one more.
You're sure?
This one isn't as fun as the other ones, I'll be honest with you.
No, it's not.
Size of Greenland.
Okay.
It looks roughly the same size as Africa when you look at it.
It looks huge.
Yeah.
Whenever I look on a globe. Yeah, it looks huge.
The reality is Africa is 14 times larger than Greenland.
Wow.
So Greenland covers about 2.16 million square kilometers. Africa spans a massive 30.3 million square kilometers.
So did they just put it like that size on the map? Like, don't let them forget about Greenland. So like, make sure to stretch that shit out there.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, like, because it always looked big to me on a map.
It did. It did.
Let's jump into some fun stuff now, like the paranormal and the fringe theories. And remember, these are theories. They're not established facts.
I'm excited to hear about this.
But these are good ones. So what we have is the alternate timelines. So that is parallel universes, timeline shifts, and reality merges, which sounds a little wild, but we're going to get into it. So quantum immortality. That's a name for a band right there. Quantum immortality.
That's true. But hey, can we back up for 1 second?
Sure.
What do you mean when you're saying parallel universe?
Parallel universes is so you have a universe that is similar to ours, except it's different in the very slightest of things. So for instance, the universe is the same, but instead of you're sitting there, I'm sitting where you're sitting, and you're sitting where I'm sitting. So
okay,
parallel but different.
One thing I always had an issue with the Mandela effect is I feel like the subtle changes we've discussed so far have been nothing more than things like conjunctions and prepositions, you know? And you would think there's more to it than that if it's that subtle.
Yeah.
I mean, that's extremely subtle where I almost think it's our brains filling in things that we commonly have done in the past.
Which makes logical sense. The thing that always freaks me out is the fact that numerous people, like you were saying, you asked people and everybody got it wrong of what it really was, but everybody believes it to be differently. How do we all just suddenly believe it to be different?
I think we reinforce one another. That's what I think.
It's probably true. Our need to feel consistent.
It's not fun though, but that's what I think.
It's not. So then there is, so quantum immortality is consciousness transferring between timelines. So basically.
So the timeline shifts?
Yeah.
In what way?
So such as, let's say if you're conscious about something and that you, as you die, your consciousness passes through a timeline and it transfers to someone else and it's remembered different through a different timeline, like a timeline shift.
Interesting.
But one of the ones that I always found interesting was the CERN theory. So how much do you know about CERN? CERN.
I don't know a lot about it.
Okay. So CERN is basically, they operate the Large Hadron Collider, which is the world's most powerful particle accelerator designed to study the fundamental building blocks of the universe. And I think the reasoning why, do you know any of the, all the, I don't want to say conspiracies, but the selective narratives about CERN? Do you know about any of them?
That they open up different portals of the universe or timelines, that kind of thing?
Yes.
Almost like the video game Doom where they open up hell.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So something like that. But there's actual things that if you look at their logo, do you know that their logo has 3 sixes in it?
I did not.
Yeah. So if you look at the logo, it's the Large Hadron Collider. But if you look at it closely, it looks like there's 3 sixes. And then if you ever want to not sleep at night, go watch the opening ceremony to CERN. It looks like a satanic ritual.
Did you see it?
I did. I watched it.
What were some of the things?
So it's just like goats, and they're bowing to this big, huge, like fiery, and it looks like there's a demonic face in the. I'm not lying about any of this, by the way. This is actually true, and it's this opening ceremony. Hey, we're going to open it, and it looks like a huge satanic ritual. So I think a lot of the reasons why is people and. The way they explain the ceremony is like, hey, they just wanted to, bring different beasts of the air and of the earth to celebrate the whole thing opening in Switzerland. And I think the reasoning why people got so freaked out about it is because of that opening ceremony, but it also gave them a kind of like a leash to kind of like, hey, are they creating parallel over times? Is this where the Mandela Effect happens? Because they're opening a different timeline and they're trying to really get us to think other things because there's some sinister narrative behind it. Again, no scientific evidence has demonstrated that CERN can alter any timelines, but I think that's people just take these huge leaps because there's a lot of mystery behind it.
So you tell me like the theory suggests that the disturbances could cause parallel timelines to overlap or merge.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And that's what conflicts our memories.
Yep. And then people are saying they're doing funky shit up there, and it's creating alternate timelines. I personally don't believe it, although there is some odd things that are coming out of CERN.
The only thing I did hear about that was the simulation hypothesis.
Yeah. Okay. So what about that?
It proposes that if reality is a computer simulation, certain experiments and stress tests altering the simulation code.
Okay.
So that's where you get the blips.
Yeah.
Or we call it glitches in the matrix.
Yeah. Which ever since I saw that, and whenever I see something doesn't feel right, I'm like, man, that's what it feels like. A glitch in the matrix.
That movie was so influential with a lot of the whole simulation theory.
Yeah. It still is today. People still quote it today and they say, oh, it's the matrix, So yeah, you got simulation theory, and then what about time travel? What about that?
So time travel, changes in history ripple into the present. So that's where a lot of things are going to get confusing and they mix.
Right. So do you think...
Which before you say anything, time travel is an interesting topic to begin with. So I'm going to go rogue for a second and ask you a question.
Sure.
Let's pretend I have a time machine.
Okay.
In the next room.
All right.
And I say, Josh, I have a time machine in the next room. I'm going to give you 2 questions. Question A, you can go either in the future or in the past.
Okay.
And then the second part of that question is, where would you go? Now, let me just put some rules around it just to make it fun. You're not going to have to worry about altering time. You're not going to change anything. It's almost like you're invisible, so you can't partake in anything. You're just there to observe. But you're observing wherever you go. So you're seeing whatever's happening is happening. Where would you go? In the future, past? Where would you? And then when you pick that, where?
I have 2 answers to this.
You only get one. Okay.
Okay. Are you going to answer this?
Sure, I'll answer it.
Okay. So my immediate thought is, and this is not funny, but my immediate thought is I would go back and visit my mom. That was my immediate thought. Like go in the past
that's awesome.
Visit my mom.
That's awesome.
Because I miss her and I'd like to see her.
That's awesome.
And then there's the other one. Go visit some business person and learn from them. But that's not, that's not as nice. What about you?
I would also go in the past and visit your mom. No, I would go in the past as well. But mine's a little different. I would go back into Christ's time to see if everything we've read and heard about Jesus was true.
Oh, I love that. That's better than my answer.
Oh, poor mom.
Yeah.
It's scary though, because if it's not true, wow, that would wreck a lot of faith.
It would, yeah.
But if it is true, it would reinforce it.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, that would be my answer.
You know what? I'm changing my answer. I like that. I like your answer too.
Right. Fine. You change yours. I'm going to change mine. I'm going to go see your mom.
All right, real quick before we end this segment right here. So if there was a multiple universe, so
Yeah.
meaning there's a universe where things are different, do you think that is possible? Do you think we are living in a simulation and there is multiple universes? And if so, do you think they are drastic or do you think they're subtle? So I'll give you an example. Like I just said, subtle was you're sitting in my seat, I'm sitting in your seat. That's a subtle example, right? A drastic example would be we don't have sex the same way that we have sex. We have it differently, you know? Instead of having sex the normal way, you know, we got to always do it
You're
upside
talking
down.
about Josh in the alternate universe?
I'm talking about human beings in an alternate universe.
Just everybody in general.
Everybody in general. If we are closer to doing a multiple universe, what do you think it is? Do you think it's subtle? If it is real, is it
If it
subtle
is,
or
so
is it
we're going
drastic?
to assume it's real. So we're going to
We're
just put that
assuming
out
it's
there.
real. Is it subtle or is it drastic?
I think it's probably subtle, but to say it's drastic like how you described it, I don't think it's that drastic. I don't think it's as subtle as 2 words. I think it's a little more drastic than that.
Right.
And I think, who knows where you would be in an alternate universe. You could be out in California trying to be a writer or whatever.
Or an actor, which
Or
I
an
almost
actor.
did, by the way.
Which is a funny story.
Yeah, it
for
is a
another
funny story.
episode.
Another episode.
But I think it lays somewhere in between of subtle and drastic.
If there is a multiple universe, I would agree.
It's really interesting to think about it. And it would be weird to see yourself in a multiple universe because you could be happy where you're at now, or you could think, man, I'm fucked.
Right.
I wish I was the other Frank.
Yeah. Like, man, this other guy's got everything figured out. And this
He's
guy's
got it
just
all.
like,
Or this other guy's homeless and he's
or maybe that's it. Your other version of yourself is homeless. And you're like, oof, I got it good.
Exactly.
You know? Glass half empty. And for this next segment here, we're going to talk about the psychology of certainty and really why people become emotionally attached to these memories. Is it ego? Is it something that is embedded deep inside of them? And really the danger of trusting the confidence over the exact evidence. So for instance, for the Fruit of the Loom thing, I feel super confident in that. But when I get the evidence of it, like my ego's like, no, that can't be. I can't be wrong. And really the eyewitness testimony research of it changing and how memory changes over time.
So is it simply just faulty memory?
I think it could be kind of like what we talked about with the Sex and the City and Sex in the City. We were talking about there, that faulty memory there.
Right. Well, speaking of, let's back up there for a second. I just had something come to mind because we were focusing on the in versus the and, right?
Yes.
But people that have watched the show know that Sarah Jessica Parker playing Carrie Bradshaw in the show, she had a mole below her lip throughout the whole series. Okay. And I'm just saying this to you because I know you haven't watched it.
No, I haven't.
But it was so successful, it had a spinoff of movies.
I remember that. I remember when they
So
came
the
out.
first movie was fine. It came out, but she got a lot of flack for the mole for some reason.
For the mole.
People gave her a hard time.
People were mean.
They were mean. They were just downright mean.
Yeah.
And then the second movie was gone.
It was gone.
It was gone. Is that a Mandela effect?
Is it?
Or maybe the theory is maybe it wasn't a mole.
Uh-oh.
Maybe under her lip she had a gummy bear that was just stuck there. Okay?
Okay.
And her husband, Matthew, maybe got a little hungry one night while they were watching TV. He just went over and just kind of gnawed on that gummy bear. He's just biting it. He's tore that mole/gummy bear right off of her face and chewed that thing down.
I think we're breaking new ground here. I think we're releasing something that has never been released before. That sounds extremely
something
accurate
to think
me.
about. Is it a Mandela effect or is it a gummy bear effect?
It could be.
Something to think about next time you see somebody with a mole. Is it a mole or is it a gummy bear?
And now I'm going to think about that
maybe the
every
parallel
time.
universe,
No,
it's a gummy bear, but here it's a mole. Nonetheless,
I'm going to start.
they're being eaten in both places.
I'm going to talk to people and be like, oh, you could really go for some gummy bears right now. So excuse me, is this coincidence? Is it shared culture? Is it something stranger? I am going to go out on a limb and say that it is entirely possible that we are being gaslit like an MK Ultra into believing something that didn't exist as really an experiment to see who is agreeable and who is disagreeable. So you know how like hypnotists will test out their audience before they pull them up because they find out who's agreeable and who's disagreeable. So they'll only bring up the people who are agreeable because they know that they can influence them. What if the government is doing that with us and this is just a test on us? And we're being gaslit into believing something, and then they show us this evidence, and people are, oh, I guess that's the case, okay. And the people who are agreeable, they know that they can trick them, and the people who are disagreeable, they know we're gonna have to lock these people up in cages.
For me, it's more of a boring interpretation. I just think our brain's filling in the pieces naturally. And when a few people say it, it just catches on with others.
And
especially with social media today.
That is true.
So that's my interpretation.
Logically, that makes sense to me, and that makes
not to interrupt, but I did. It's not as romantic or exciting as yours, but that's just where my brain went with this whole thing.
I would have to like want to agree. That's what my gut is saying that I should. But after we've learned throughout all of our testing, maybe my gut is leading me wrong, and maybe we are completely wrong, and it isn't just our brain filling in the pieces. Maybe there's something else to consider, and it is something nefarious.
If your memories can betray you, how much of your past can you truly trust? Our memories shape who we are. They influence our decisions, our relationships, and the stories we tell ourselves about our lives. But if something as simple as a movie quote, a logo, a childhood memory can be shared, and shared incorrectly, what does that say about the way the human mind works? Maybe the Mandela Effect is nothing more than the fascinating imperfections of memory. Or maybe it's a glimpse into something we don't yet understand, parallel realities, altered timelines, mysteries still waiting to be explained. Hey, whatever you believe, one thing is certain. The next time you're absolutely convinced you remember something, you might want to ask yourself why. Until next time, keep questioning, exploring, and remember, sometimes the strangest mysteries out there in the universe, they're already inside your own mind.
Oof. Wow. This was a good one, Frank. I think this was one of our best ones yet. So for the audience, share your biggest Mandela effect in the comments. Did you guys agree with us? Did you disagree with us? And remember, subscribe for more episodes of exploring the mysteries of UFOs, UAPs, the paranormal, and unexplained phenomena.